Hey, it's us, Jen,
And Matt?
from our place in Sicily, and we just announced that we have had the offer accepted on our house, a palazzo in Sicily, and we're going to start by showing you some behind the scenes. So this is the start of where it all started, what we were thinking. So enjoy some of this footage here.
The renovation hasn't even started, but there's a lot of backstory that, if you're interested, it's all there for you.
So come along for the journey.
Can I use my radio voice?
No,
You sure? Because, yeah.
I'm positive.
Yeah, okay.
Should we tell them?
Tell the what?
Tell them that we're going to move to Sicily.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought that's why we were here.
I think so.
Welcome to Jen and Matt's Great Adventure.
We're going to have to come up with a better name for that.
Yes.
I'm Jen Mason, and this is...
Matt Mason.
I'm glad you remembered that. And this is the start of our great adventure.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we want to record our process here. Let's time date this. Timestamp.
Captain's log.
Yes, Captain's log.
It's February 12th,
February 12th.
2022.
2022, and let's see, we're both 50. Our girls are getting ready to graduate from college. We have big plans for the next few years.
Yeah.
Which are to move to Sicily. Simply, every time I say it, it feels a little more real. Also, still feels a lot ridiculous. Who wants to do this more?
I mean, you are, I should say, that isn't the right answer.
Clarify.
That isn't the right answer.
It was a trick question.
It was a trick question, wasn't it? Damn, I fell for it. It's a trap. Yeah, I think you are more passionate about it, fired
Sure.
up about it. I mean, you spend a lot of waking hours obsessing over it.
Our first step was really our trip last year in October, taking our customers, some of our customers. We're going again in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
That was my idea.
That was not my idea.
Yeah. No, and you really got to focus on doing a couple visits a year.
We've thought about moving to Italy when we retired since when? Do you remember when we first sort of really talked about it?
Well, I mean, it came up when we were, gosh, what year was that? 2016, 2017, when we were in Rome and in Trastevere. Right? And so we looked at that place and said, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to, to live here?
Yeah. And we kind of put that on the back burner. At that point, we didn't even have a cheese store yet. So let's talk about our trip we're doing, this trip. What is our plan?
We're on a little bit of a mission of just trying to understand better, the parts of Sicily and to envision, what is life like when you're living in Sicily. When we went last time, we covered basically.
Oh my gosh!
Almost the entire island.
Imagine it. So if you've been to Massachusetts, it's about the same land size. Not the shape, but land size as Massachusetts, which happens to be where we live here. And it's about 0.94. It's 94% the size of Massachusetts, and the population is 94% the size of Massachusetts. But Massachusetts, everybody's hanging out over in Boston, and Sicily, they're all around the shoreline. It's an island, right? But it's a big island.
Seemed like a long drive.
Yeah.
All the way around. This was like...
What did you say? I'm interrupting you now, so we keep this interesting. When we were first going...
Enough tangent company.
I know, I'm sorry. When we were first going on our first trip, and I told you we were going to do 10 days, 9 nights in Sicily, what was your first reaction?
I wouldn't necessarily sign up for 10 days to tour Massachusetts as an example, right? I mean, that just doesn't feel...
The Massachusetts Tourist Board is now going to boycott us.
Yes.
What did it actually end up feeling like?
It actually felt, amazing.
It was a whirlwind.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, and we didn't really get to spend enough time in any of the cities that we were visiting.
Yeah.
So
we never got to just sit.
But yeah, I mean, this time we're really only doing the eastern side
Yeah.
Of Sicily.
Because
doing the whole thing.
Having seen it all, we kind of think we like the eastern side. I like it because it's closer to Catania because part of the reason I want to live there is so that my friends will come and visit, and not because I want visitors per se, but we are going for adventure and excitement, and it's more exciting to do things with other and share that with other people. So if we can have, a spare bedroom and have people always feel like they're welcome to come and visit us, we can add a little bit of that to everybody else without having to do any more work. For this trip, we are staying in 3 different places. We're staying up on Mount Etna. I think we're not going to want to do Etna, like to live there, but I'm using this as sort of like, am I sure? Because there are some real pluses, but it is colder, it's higher, it's a mountain, it's Mount Etna. So, and then in Catania, which is where the airport comes in, and Catania, how would you describe Catania in like 2 sentences or 3?
It's definitely one of the most, sort of built up, like commercialized cities within Sicily.
So, but Catania is nice. I don't know much about Catania other than the one street we stayed on.
Yeah,
we had delicious gelato.
Yeah, we stayed on a very nice street downtown.
We stayed, then we're going to stay down in the Syracuse Ortigia area. So again, further down on the East Coast, but not all the way down at the bottom. And this is, it's got a little bit of a city feel. It does also feel touristy a little bit, but there's a spice market there, which we haven't been able to see yet. Super excited. Out in the water, lots of seafood.
And the piazza there, I mean, with the church and the palazzos and that kind of stuff. I mean, yes, there are spots in Ortigia that are really, back alley sort of,
and then
nice
gorgeous.
But back alley, but that palazzo was amazing.
When we look at these places, what are the sort of things you're looking for?
I think, it's a certain feel to it, but things like, how walkable is it?
Walkable is good.
Can you walk to a market? Like, if you could do that, that would be sort of amazing in terms of your life and your ability to, like, cook fresh food all the time, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If that was always just, right there.
I think kind of vibe. How do we feel? Do we feel like we want to make the effort to know people here? Drivability, walkability. I think the market is great. And I think vibe, I think making sure there's Wi-Fi capabilities.
As we spend time there, sort of dial in a little bit more on what do we want?
Yeah.
What are we looking for? Are we looking for something, really urban, or are we looking for something, really rural, or or something in between? And what are the possibilities of in between?
Yeah. Really excited about this trip. And the best part was that it was Matt's idea.
Oh.
Anything else you can think of that we haven't discussed?
1,000 things, but I think
that we want to talk about for today.
Done enough for today.
All right, I think we're good for today. All right. Thanks
All right.
for sharing that with everybody.
Alla prossima.